Now that the Quest 2 is officially released, I want to go ahead and talk about everything that you need to know before you actually pull the trigger and purchase one. Currently, at the time making this video, you can still pre-order this, but this information should still be very useful even in the future. Now, my past background with the Quest is I own the first generation, I'm just gonna call it the first gen, Oculus Quest. This happens to be the 64GB model, and there used to be a 128GB model. When I first bought my Oculus Quest, 64 gigs was all I needed, but now, fast forward to today, the Oculus Quest gaming library is massive, and this 64 gig storage capacity that my old unit has is starting to fill up really quickly, especially now since these latest games are now taking up a couple of gigs. Unlike how it was in the past, it used to be basically roughly around 800 to maybe a gig per game at most. Which is why I'm making this video, to help you understand and make sure you get the right storage capacity that you really need. So, quick recap about the Oculus Quest 2. It's slightly smaller, it's lighter, it still does have a manual IPD adjuster, just it's not underneath like how it used to. You actually manually have to move the lens, and it clicks between number 1 to 3, I believe. Stay tuned until I get my hands on mine so I can do a full in-depth review on it to better understand and talk about these manual lens adjustments. But with the release of the Oculus Quest 2, there's also is a lot more new, highly anticipated VR titles like Jurassic Park, the new Star Wars, Sniper Elite VR, and possibly Medal of Honor. And I'm pretty sure and certain that these upcoming games are gonna take a lot of space, which is why I will highly recommend to get the 256GB model. Trust me, it's only $100 more, and you get a little bit more than 3 times the storage capacity. That is an incredible deal. Now, if it's anything like how it was during the launch of the first generation Oculus Quest, I will highly recommend pre-ordering if you can, because even during Oculus presentation that they shown during the launch of the Oculus Quest 2, even Mark Zuckerberg said that it was crazy that the Oculus Quest first generation was selling out like crazy. And during 2020 current situation, the whole pandemic type of things, it's very likely we're also gonna go ahead and see this on the second generation Oculus Quest 2. So if you can, make sure to pre-order. And additional stuff to also pick up is, as expensive as it could be for a case, the official Oculus Quest traveling case is the best one you want to get. This right now is also available to be pre-ordered for the second generation Oculus Quest. And based from my previous experience, I bought a bunch of third-party ones off of Amazon. All of them sucked, and I spent more buying those other cases if I actually went ahead and just picked up the official one by Oculus. Literally, it's super compact. It's like a capsule-like pod. It's really easy to travel with, and has a compartment here for all your cables and other stuff, so it doesn't move around and cause any harm or damage to the VR headset. That's possibly one of the best Oculus Quest traveling case to pick up. So if you were to buy some accessories on day one, it will be a case as well as some rechargeable batteries, as the Oculus Quest 2 is still going to be using the standard AA batteries as they previously were using. So the internal specs, yes, it's pretty awesome that second generation VR headset is not just more affordable compared to the first gen Oculus Quest headset, but it's almost 3 times as powerful, as it's using a more modern Qualcomm chipset inside, and Geekbench has shown that it significantly is a lot faster in performance compared to what the Oculus VR headset originally had. If you're upgrading from the first gen to the second gen, all your previous Oculus Quest gaming libraries are going to be fully compatible on the second gen. So the only big major differences you're really going to notice is the increase in loading time and performance when it comes to playing, switching between different games, and the clarity, as they're using this clever marketing term, which is true, it's accurate, but the second generation Oculus Quest 2 is gonna have 50% more pixels. So I'm really looking forward to receiving mine to really compare the two side by side. Because honestly, the first gen Oculus Quest, its OLED displays looked phenomenal. I can only imagine how 50% really does look like. And better get your hands on your Quest 2 as fast as you can if you really are in the market for one, because very soon the Rift is supposedly going to become discontinued, and the Oculus Quest 2 is really what's going to be available for VR PC gaming, thanks to the Oculus Link, as it no longer is going to be available in beta. They're moving forward with it So again, if you're really planning on picking one up, make sure you get the 200GB version. Lots has changed ever since the release of the first generation Oculus Quest. Again, that gaming library just grew and grew and grew. Now we're actually getting AAA title games. 64 gigs honestly is not enough anymore. I just hope in the near future, Oculus will actually allow us to expand the internal storage by plugging in like a flash drive or something to the side of the VR headset, maybe a future attachment. Anyways, that's all I really wanted to talk about. Just want to give you a heads up for anybody that actually is in the market. Don't make that mistake. Save up if you have to. The storage option is a lot better than what Apple does. They usually charge a lot more for this storage option to triple the storage capacity. And the best accessory you get, trust me, is the official Oculus Quest travel case. The rest is debatable, but I am gonna probably go ahead and pick them up anyways and test out and see if the other additional Oculus Quest VR headset accessories are really worth it for the Quest 2. So make sure you are subscribed for that. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you wanna watch more VR stuff, check out this accessory video over here as I go through my favorite Oculus Quest accessories, one of which actually allows you to play at night and should be also compatible for the second generation Quest 2. And then that video over here, that's just a video that YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Feel free to watch either or. Again, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.